From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
Our weather conditions in southern Idaho are going to stay pretty similar as we go through the next few days, about the next 24 hours or so. And I want to kind of start our explanation for the forecast by starting with a view from BOGUS Basin. You can see in the morning hours that fog was really thick, right? And we saw that fog accumulate all the way down to the surface. And then the inversion weakened a little bit as we go throughout the day. And then you can see multiple layers pop up. There's an upper layer level of clouds, and then there's also a lower level of clouds where the inversion is capping the amount of mixing we can get in the atmosphere, which is why we saw those low clouds linger for so long. In some areas, we haven't seen the low clouds dissipate at all today. You can see visibility is still decreased across many Treasure Valley locations. Over in the Magic Valley, though, still being clear. However, the fog is going to be something we'll continue to need to watch. We still have chances for that developing into tomorrow morning. So even if you're clear tonight, Magic Valley, make sure you're keeping aware of that. Another thing we may look out for is some of the patchy ice. You can see temperatures have been below freezing a lot of the day today. We definitely got some melting in those afternoon hours as we went above freezing, but definitely some spots of patchy ice can still be possible. The other thing this inversion is doing is decreasing air quality in some areas. Now, this isn't too much where it's going to impact a wide variety of people. However, if you are sensitive to those air quality changes, you may notice it. So the inversion is going to stick around all the way until about Wednesday. Then Thursday, it should start to weaken, and that's when we expect our next system to work its way through. There's a high pressure that's dominant in our area, and that's going to work its way out of the area as we go into Thursday. So this low pressure moves in Thursday, and that's when we start to see our next impact for our next big weather system. That's going to bring some moisture for us, that low pressure center, and it's going to mainly start in the late night and overnight hours. And there's going to be 2 rounds of snow for all areas, and both of them start either in the late night or very early morning hours. So you may be waking up to some changes. So you can see early morning hours of Friday, the snow starts to move through the area, and then we get some clearing as we go into Saturday morning, and then we get another round in the very early morning, which continues for some of the afternoon hours, and then we get a little bit of clearing for Sunday. And I got to tell you, these are not the only 2 systems that we're looking at. There will be more, but I just want to keep us focused on what's immediately ahead for the meantime. So here's some of the snow totals that we could see, wide variety as we go throughout the weekend and Sunday by 5 o'clock. So we will definitely still be seeing snow in multiple rounds and see that accumulate. That first system, though, that we'll see on Thursday, we're only looking about 1 to 2 inches for valley locations and about 3 to 6 inches for the mountains. So nothing all at once in particular with the next system ahead. Temperatures will be staying a little bit on the cooler side as we see this inversion continue, but we can expect the 30s to stay even though they are below average, and you can see that in your 7-day forecast. Those temperatures are going to stay in the 30s range, and unfortunately we do have some even colder temperatures on the way starting next week after multiple rounds of snow. We'll continue to track this for you. We'll be right back with more of the news at 6.